This is GreenRiver 22 by Bart and NLD Community. It's 142.73 megabytes to download, and the description says, "Welcome to the GreenRiver 22. Due to the success of the GreenRiver map in Farming Simulator 19, thanks to all of you, Bart decided to bring the map to Farming Simulator 22. In the GreenRiver map, you can decide what you want to do. There are more than 160 acres of fields. You can take care of the animals, be an agricultural farmer, or you can go out to the forestry part of the map. Field missions, it's all up to you. So let's go and check it out. And here we are, guys. This is where you start off in all three modes. And this is the map. Quite a nice map, if I'm honest. I'm in new farmer mode. And in new farm mode, we start off with this a lot. They're all separate plots, by the way. We've actually got two sort of farm areas. They've both got a farmhouse on. We do own both of them. That's the other one there. That's where all our equipment is. Up at that one, we've got a hayloft, a chicken pasture, or chicken coop, should I say, a farmhouse, and there is a farm silo up there. And down here where we are, farmhouse, that's a manure heap for your cows, a fuel tank, your cow barn, that's the robot feeding one. There is a water buy point, and we've got sheep over there as well. And we also start off with this little plot over here, which has got a few trees on it. It's not too bad, but the land is very expensive on this map. So these plots that we own, this farm up here, 204 grand. That field, 540. This farm area, 567. This plot, 97,000. Most expensive field is 38. That is 869,000 just over. And I think the cheapest and smallest was 22 at 98 grand. So the prices are a bit steep. 675, 210. Yeah, very pricey. There is a couple of forestry areas to buy. Like that, 124,000, 528, and this one down here, 839. Wow. Anywhere where there's a sort of production point, the shop, sale point, you can just about see it's a bit of a lighter colour. You cannot buy those areas like so. Can buy round them though, like that. But one thing to point out, up here we do have the BGA. You cannot buy that land like that, but once you buy the BGA, it will show up as a blue like this to show you that you own that land. That is also very expensive. We will talk about that when we get up there. I think that's probably all we need to show you there. There is 20 collectibles. It is the game cartridges. It's very sort of Haute Belleron esque. It reminds me a lot about that, and I'll point out why I'm saying that. Don't start off with any production chains. There is I was going to say fertilizing then, that's because I'm reading that. There is contracts available. It is showing we have 4 animal pens. I've missed one, I better show you that. So we don't have any animals in there, but we do own 4. There's no custom crops or anything like that, and the crop calendar is pretty standard. That is about it. There is a pigsty up here. We don't own that plot of land. You can buy it, but you don't need to. You can use that as is, and you can even sell off that pigsty if you wish to, even though you don't own that land. I will talk about that when we get up there as well, because there's sort of something up there I'll mention as we go around. Apart from that though, there's, you know, nice map, all sale points spread about, things like that. Why I'm saying it's sort of very Haute Belleron, when you load into this map in new farmer mode, it asks you to, if you want to go through that tutorial again like it does on Haute Belleron and Elm Creek. And I think the starting equipment is exactly the same as what you start off with an Haute Belleron. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is, which we will go through in a second. In terms of modded in things, if we go into our build mode, I'll get out of the way there, we'll sit ourselves here I think. In sheds, all we've got is a modded in small garage. I can't really tell any difference. I think it's just one of those ones that's been modded in for the map. But in silos we do have this. That is the Farmer 500. The base game one is the same price, 125 gram, but the base game one only holds 500,000 litres. This holds 9 million litres. Wow. It is still only a standard crop type. It's not a multi-fruit, but that is quite a jump up, isn't it? And in cows, we've got a modded in cow barn feeding robot, which is exactly the same price, holds exactly the same amount of cows, which is a little bit disappointing because they've gone to the trouble. If I can find a decent bit of land, you can't really see the pasture, can you? It has been made bigger. Hopefully you can just about see that. So it's been made a lot bigger. This is the base game one, which obviously is more realistic because it gives the cows more room. But maybe we could have had a couple more. I don't know. Anyway, that is all for modded in things. The painting textures, pretty standard as you can imagine. Animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, rock and granite. That is it. Right, let's go through slot counts, starter machinery. You start off with exactly the same equipment in all three modes. I'll talk about farm manager and start from scratch in a second. So like I say, the machinery is all the same, but I'll go through the slot count separately because it is different. But new farmer mode, the slot count is 947, and this is the equipment you get in all three modes. And I'm pretty sure it is Oak Belleron starting equipment. We've got the Steyr tractor and small tractors, two medium tractors. We've got the Voucher and the Massey Ferguson. We've got the Deutschfahr harvester, 2017 Lizard pickup, the Valga trailer, header for your harvester. I've got the Rabe cultivator, I've got the Nordsten seeder, trailer for your header, and we've got two 10-winkle weights, 750 kilogram ones. If you want to sell off all that equipment, you can get the slot count down to 848, and you can get the slot count down to 694 by selling off everything. And you can sell off all of the farmhouse, the buildings, all this decoration. These lights will go when you sell off the farmhouse. This little fence goes when you sell off the farmhouse, and it's pretty much the same when you sell the farmhouse up at the other farm as well. But you can get it down to 694. Weirdly enough, there is a few of these sliding gates here. Can't seem to sell them. But if you come on here and farm manager and start from scratch, none of the buildings are on here, and these gates aren't here either. But you do start off with the same equipment, which is a bit weird. So the gates will disappear in farm manager and start from scratch, but you can't seem to get rid of them in new farmer mode. And the slot count for farm manager start from scratch is 780. And if you sell off that equipment like I've just showed you, you can get it down to 681. So not too bad at all. I think what we'll do is we'll run round this farm. I'm going to reset our pickup to the shop because that's not too far away. We'll jump across to the pickup and then we'll crack on. So sleep trigger up by the front door, and I quite like this. This is something I don't think we've seen yet. By our little washing line, we've got our wardrobe function, so you can change your outfit. We do have quite a few gates. That's the smallest fence I've ever seen, leading into this farm area. There's another one there, and like I say, there's this sliding one which you will need to open, obviously, like so. Right, let's get on. Tons of storage space for sheds and things like that. There's nothing in this farm, but lots and lots of sheds. We've got two of those joined together. Another one up the back there. And this is our cow barn. 80 cows. So slurry from there can go in and obviously put straw in there. You can feed them yourself if you want, but why would you if you can fill this up? As long as you've got all the right ingredients, the robot will do it for you. More shed space. There's the manure heap. There is our large petrol tank. That is empty, but you can fill it up to 25,000 litres. I like this over here. This is a nice little wash bay. We've got our pressure washer. Got the eco drains to drain away the excess water. Another gate there. And then moving on around the back, there's the water tank, which will charge you obviously if you use it. 2 bunker silos. The back end of our cow pasture, your dialogue box, 80 cows. Your milk will go from there, and as you can see, it is a lot bigger pasture for them. And then down the back, we've got the in-game sheep barn. So your wool will spawn there, feed trough, and then round this side, your dialogue box, 65 sheep. So that is that area. This is our field here, look. It runs all the way around like that. So decent sized field that is. Let's reset the pickup. Also gives you a chance to see where the reset point is as well. And we will jump, well actually we'll jump to the pickup. And we are now at the shop obviously. So you would obviously drive in that way. A little bit cheating I know, but I think it's the easiest way to do it. Nice big shop. John Gator, look. John Deere even Gator. There's your shop icon in there, and then round this side we've got a vehicle workshop trigger just here. Right, let's jump in and head on round the map. I mean, they are good sized fields, they're decent. Look, that one there, just a little bit pricey. I guess it kind of makes it a bit realistic, but how long is it going to take you to save up to get your next field? That is the thing. Right, first port of call, and this is the sawmill. So sell your wood there. There's your little icon. Just over there is the little area for your planks to appear. You can buy the sawmill, and then that's your wood chips out point as your byproduct. And then what I'm going to do, I'll quickly show you on the map. We're going to kind of do this like that. I think down there like that, and then like that, something like that. Apologies if I made you dizzy then. Just figured that was probably the best route round. But I like it. It's got very good lighting, textures. Look how crisp the roads look. I do like that. I know sometimes it's nice to get on a map and the roads are a little bit scuffed up and dirty, but then we've got the rivers that go all across, you know, through the map and around. Forestry area on our left, one of the ones. Yeah, decent sized fields. Some of them have got potential to be joined up together, like these two here, look, if you wish to. There is something a little bit odd going on with one of the fields though when we get to it, if I remember to show you. You might have spotted it on the map. Well, in fact, it was showing when I came on here to have a snoop about first. Whether it's still the same, I'll check. This is the grape processing unit, just there. Standard sort of setup. And now it's not. It's got something in it. Right. That's rather weird. Right, so anyway, out of the shop, into there. That was the sawmill, wasn't it? We've come all the way up like so. Great processing. This field here had a weird little square of wheat still left in the field, yet it was showing that it was harvested, so that's a bit random. That's ready to harvest. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I just thought it was a bit odd when I loaded into the map and spotted it. I thought maybe something quirky was going on up there, but it didn't seem to be the case. Right, we need to swing a left here. A lot of the places do have these gates on them. I did skip forward to about 10:30 and they didn't open automatically, so you need to open them yourselves. But basically that's your biomass heating plant where you can sell wood and straw, things like that. Very nice indeed. We're back out of there. Excuse the trees in the way. And then we'll go left, which I think is the carpentry. Yes, it is. So there's your carpentry. So already you do have quite a few places to sell wood. Covered 3 of them already. And then across the road, this is where that pigsty is. A little bit of a random setup, if I'm honest. It's got this gate and fence around it. I don't know why you'd fence it in like that, but there you go. And again, if you can sell off that, but this fence and gate stays. You can't seem to get rid of that. But you could sell that if you wanted to and put a production unit in here if you wish to. But again, this is the base game pigsty, 270 pigs. Feed in there. Your slurry is round that side. You will have to place down a manure pit though if you want manure. There doesn't seem to be one on here. And then we'll head on out of here. And we're going to go and visit the sort of second farm, I'll call it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Look, it's got some nice detail and quite picturesque with the river. See all the cars flying about and other buildings. I can't remember if I spotted any people walking around. We'll have a look as we go round to try and keep our eye open. Right, let's stop here because we've got another farmhouse. Again, steep triggers by the door, and out the back got another washing line with our wardrobe function. And then we just got a load of sheds again, some big sheds. We'll stop about there, I think. All base game sheds. You can turn the lights on wherever you are. This one does have a workshop in it as well, which is nice. So it's tons of storage, absolutely tons. This shed round here, look, we've got a lot of room round the back as well. Got another wash station down there, which is nice. And open that up. And then we've got this huge one. This generates us money because this one does have the solar panels on the roof. You may see our money go up as we skip on to 9 AM. This is where most of our equipment is, as you can see. So you don't start off with a huge amount. These 2 parked cars you can't get rid of. They are there if you get rid of everything else. That's decorative. Hayloft, standard one. Pipe out there, 250,000 litres I think it is. Tip in there for hay and straw. Then we've got our chicken pasture coop here, 360. Feed troughs there, and your eggs are going to be around that side. And that is that farm as well. Nice bits of decoration around. So yeah, that's that farm. So from here we came out round, we went into the biomass, out of there, carpentry, pigs, down, and we're now into the second farm. We're now going to, we've got to check this silo out because that's something a bit different. It's not in the actual farm itself. And then we'll cross the bridge and do all this like so. Yeah, the silo is just there, the other side of the fence. Got 2 sets of gates again. You can drive all the way round. Oh, sorry. He just come at me, didn't he? Right, we'll open both of them so we can drive around. Like so, plenty of room. And then tip in, pipe out. 9 million litres, just standard crop tights. I quite like this though, the way it's all done, the bridge across here, these textures with the old paving slabs or blocks, they're pretty cool. And then in here, this is the farm shop, the Jardine, whatever thingy majiggy it's called, on Oak Belleron. Same thing again, you'll sell your sort of grains here, and then around the back we've got for your produce, so like your pallets of eggs and tomatoes, things like that. Not too bad. Oh, this is quite funny. We've got, oh, they've changed now. I had a come on here earlier, and one of them had a pumps and hoses one on there already, and it said pump it up. So I started singing, you got to pump, oh there it is. You got to pump it up. Yeah, ridiculous, I know. Yeah, it was advertising that, the Antonio Carrera pack, little areas like that. Or whether, I don't know whether you could do anything with that, or if it's just decoration. But now we're going through the sort of little community residential area. Right, I'm going to stop here and jump out, because up round here we've got the bakery. Again, this is the same as the Oak Belleron one, so you can drive up through. And then over that side is the cheese factory. Nice. Very nice indeed. I'm going to head on out this way and up here, straight across the road into the BGA area. Again, more gates. We do have a weighbridge here. There's a couple of things over here I'll point out. We've got a lime station. There's 3 of them on this map. There you go. No, there isn't. There's only 1, isn't there? Or is there? No, there is 3 on here. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting confused because 3 maps came out today and I'm struggling to remember which is which. 2 electric charging points, and then we've got a methane point just there. You got your tip-in points there, the slurry. Then we can drive up round the top and dump in there if you want. 3 huge bunker silos. Now, sit down, brace yourselves, because if you want to buy the BGA, it's going to cost you 3.4 million, just over. I did actually use the government subsidy signs and put in a load of money and bought it. I bought the whole map actually, just to see if there was any little surprises that appeared after buying land. It wasn't, but yeah, I bought the BGA. It does show up that you own it. Anyway, off we go out this way. Again, decent sized fields. That one's got a little bit of forestry in the middle. Look, you could possibly get rid of those trees, flatten that, just to increase your yield sort of potential. There's no collisions on these little poles sticking out the ground, but the street lights, lamp posts, they do have, which you kind of expect. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, I am. What have we got next on the list? It is going to be the spinnery, and that is just in here. And again, it is the spinnery from Oak Belleron. So if you've played on that map, you'll be familiar with a lot of these buildings. That is just there. There's your spinnery. Right, let's just quickly recap so that I know where I'm going. So we crossed the road from there, we did all this BGA, and I come down this way, went out the spinnery. Yes, we're going to do that, and then we'll go up there, come back on ourselves, and we'll finish off down there. So not too bad, pretty straightforward. So fuel station just there on our right. And I quite like this feature. We go up like that, and the ground is all banked up. Then we go over the bridge, over the river, very nice, and then back down again. Nice little touch that, I like that. And if we go round, there's a few things going on in this area. We go in this one, this is our grain mill, so just in there. And then round here we have got another lime buy point, and then the debris crusher for selling your stones. And then round the front, might recognise the building again. We've got our bell sale point just there, and this is our animal dealer. So if I jump out, it will show those 4 animal pens. Nice, very nice. Whoa, excuse me. Right, we'll go back the way we came, because that's the way we need to go to get to the last area. You're going to go that way? Yes, please go. Get out of my way. And that's just that huge building there. And that is going to be your GCHB grain elevator, which is a sell point, obviously. That's just going to be in, through, under here. And then we can drive out the back, because out round the back here we've got the 3rd and final lime buy point. And that is it. We can drive round, a little bit tight there, like so. Awesome. That is the map, guys. That is GreenRiver 22 by Bart and NLD Community. So I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, whether you like it or you're going to give it a shot. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.